the angels and the gods, Africa and the Western world, these two people or two entities, where do they operate the more? Do you get it? The gods and the angels. Comparing the Western world to Africa, where do you find the strength? The angels are almost strength in it stronger with him. Say your gods are almost strength in it stronger with him.
It is strong everywhere.
They work the same.
Once the will, the divine will flows through you, and you know how to invoke those entities, they all work equally everywhere. They don't know black man nor white man. The divine will flows through every human being. So how you can contact them, whether it is by your calling or it is your destiny to come and do spiritual work, or somewhere somehow you get to know how to invoke these entities. They will respond to you because you have the divine will flowing through you as human being.
You are watching the biggest, the largest, the highest, the greatest, the tallest, and the mightiest African spiritual platform. I'm always Queen Hadasha, call me Empress Makida. I am Labraska, the Sun Goddess, call me the Spear of Destiny. Is going to be great. We are going to talk about we going back to our roots and the need for spiritual protection. Meaning say a battlefield in here. Shows I and I said I don't know, but that's the topic we are going to discuss with one of our own brothers, Abed Dzidonu. Or no, and then discusses asemi say you call back. Yeah, BBI faith, and now there are practical stuff. I say you put in place as black people, and then I say protection. That's what we are going to discuss today. You are watching the greatest. We are always the greatest, the mother of all spiritual platform. We are the tallest. And let's welcome our guest for today. Papa, we welcome you to Revelations.
Thank you.
Today is your first time on this biggest platform, so please kindly pay obeisance to our followers, greet them, introduce yourself to us, and then if there are any loved ones you want to send love to, it's equally allowed.
Okay. First of all, I want to greet all viewers and audience of this show. I am Abed Dzidonu, the founder of Golden Eagle Spiritual and Herbal Mysteries, as a spiritual doctor. And then I want to send my regard to Nanaya Victoria Monyu, who always do the errands, a lot of errands for us. Among others, all our loved ones and the fans, we greet you all.
Okay, we welcome you to the greatest. I will say I guess for Ndeni na randoms in the Kianeke Ebeshafa. So when you say you are a spiritual doctor, what do you mean, please?
When I say I'm a spiritual doctor, I'm talking about handling issues that are more of invisible than visible. Though most of the invisible issues manifest on the visible side of life. So being more spiritual meaning that we can actually tackle issues that are bothering people and they go around their lives or go around looking for solutions and they don't find it.
So you, a physical man, a physical being, you handle invisible issues spiritually or physically. How?
Yeah, actually, we humans are spirits. So whether you have been called to do so, or either that is your calling, or you've developed yourself to some extent, or whatsoever, we are spiritual beings. So naturally everybody have the ability to tackle some amount of spiritual issues. Yet when I say I'm a spiritual doctor handling spiritual or invisible issues, all may not be by my power alone, but I work with forces and I give them assignment or probably I give them assignment on what to do, A, B, and C, to solve people's problem.
Okay, so the people's problem you solve, is it spiritual problem or physical problem?
Both spiritual and physical.
Both spiritual and physical. You said we are all spirits.
Yeah.
So what issues would a spirit get for a human being like you and I to solve for the spirit?
No, we are not solving the issue of the spirit. The spirit rather will assist us in solving the physical problems from the spiritual side of life.
Yeah. We are all spirits, you say. So are you saying the spirit in me cannot assist my body to solve its problem? I have to visit a spiritual doctor. I want to understand, because when you look into spirituality, they don't actually care and they don't know what is called problems. So tell me, what kind of problems, what kind of spiritual problems can mankind solve for another spirit?
First of all, as a spiritualist, I pour libation. That is maybe to my ancestors, and to you, the very person who come to me. I will equally pour libation to your ancestors, ask for their blessings for you. I deal with the gods. I deal with angels. I deal with other forces that has been assigned to assist human beings in one way or another.
So what is your source of power? That was the question.
My source of power?
Yes.
My source of power are the spiritual entities.
The ones that you said, the ones you just mentioned.
Yes.
And you said that is being assigned to help mankind.
Yeah.
Who assigned them?
God.
Where? How? Explain to us.
Who and where?
Yeah.
And I say God. And where?
You said God assigned them to help mankind. So we want to know how. Like, explain to us this, that happened, and God said, I assigned that to help mankind encountering spiritual problems like bim. We want to know.
When we are talking about spirits being assigned to help humanity, I cannot say when God did assign them, because this world is billions of years. So, but we know that spirits, angels, and other spiritual entities has been assigned to take care of human being, okay, to assist us in solving our problems. That is why someone may be having issues like maybe someone may be having issues with somebody can get pregnant and the person is not giving birth, though the pregnancy is more than 9 months, a year, maybe going to even 2 years. The person is not having the means or the ability to give birth. With spiritual assistance, that person can deliver with ease.
Exactly what we want to know. So God didn't say, you cannot tell when God assigned the people, but how did he assign them? That one you can tell us. Do you get it? How did God assign them? Give us like 5 spirits and tell us how God assigned them to help mankind.
Okay. For example, if you're having issues, okay, those days, when we knew our forefathers do go to war, when we talk about the Bible side of it, we know that at a point we all know that Angel Michael is an angel of war. So in those days, if those who know how to contact Angel Michael call upon him, he will assist them in winning that war. Are you getting me? Then coming back to our forefathers, when we are talking about the other gods, our forefathers have gods that they use to go to war. They have gods that they use to help them in their farming activities.
Please add the gods so we are able to understand. When you say gods, you are not saying anything. So our forefathers, like Okonfuanoche has maybe Akonodi, like give us the gods. We want to learn. So which gods?
You see, some of these things, I may not want to mention the actual gods.
So what are we doing here? Because there are gods. How do we know this was going to war with my ancestor, your ancestor? At least we need to know. When you say gods,
Okay.
Maybe it was me that was leading them. I'm also a god, you know that. So which gods?
Okay. For example, if you go to the Ewe land, if you go to the Ewe land, there is a god, there is a smaller god or gods called Ade.
Why do you call it a smaller god? Any reason for that?
Yeah, because there is a bigger god who created everything.
Oh, okay. Which is?
Which is the God, the creator.
Okay. Continue. The one that created things and assigned the God you just mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, go
ahead. Back then, our forefathers used those gods to go to war.
Mention the name again.
Ade.
Ade.
Yeah. Then we also have another god called the God of the land, which the Ewes call Anigbanto. That one has to do with protection, and then it can also assist in maybe farming and land activities. Are you getting me?
Just 2 gods.
Oh.
I said 5.
You said I should mention 5?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. We have another god called Voduda.
Voduda?
Yes. That god is a god of wisdom and also can help in so many, can help mankind in so many ways.
Okay, so which one are you using in protecting people? What has these gods you just mentioned got to do with angels?
When I say spiritual entities, I'm referring to all of them as spiritual entities. The angels, the gods, what else did I mention? Let's say the angels and the gods. Voduda is a god.
So the angels and these gods you just mentioned, what's the difference between them? You get it?
They are all carrying the assignment of God, trying to help humanity in one way or another.
So what's the difference between them? Do you get me? The gods and the angels, are they different, or is this? Are they
are not the same. They are different.
So
they are different.
So what's the difference between these two?
The gods are more of earthly related, and the angels are more celestial. They are celestial beings.
But God has assigned all of them.
They have assigned every single entity in this world to help humanity in one way or another.
That's great. So the angels and the gods, Africa and the Western world, these two people or two entities, where do they operate the more? You get it? The gods and the angels. Comparing the Western world to Africa, where do you find the strength? The angels are almost strength in stronger way. Say your gods are almost strength in stronger way.
It is strong everywhere.
They work the same.
Once the will, the divine will flows through you, and you know how to invoke those entities, they all work equally everywhere. They don't know black man nor white man. The divine will flows through every human being. So how you can contact them, whether it is by your calling or it is your destiny to come and do spiritual work, or somewhere somehow you get to know how to invoke these entities. They will respond to you because you have the divine will flowing through you as human being.
Oh, okay. So we have people that divine will is flowing through them.
Or everybody, all of us, the divine will flow through us. So who are the
ones that are called to come and do spiritual works?
We can all not become presidents. Only a person or two could become. So everybody have his or her assignment. Another person has been called to sew dresses for you and I to wear. Then another person has been called to build for us to stay in. Another person has been called onto, let's say, roofing, who is a carpenter. Then another person has been called to solve spiritual problems. Because assuming you build a house now and somebody pour a black magic over there and it is affecting you, you need a spiritual person to help you solve that problem.
Why is it called black magic? Why is it called black magic?
Yeah, actually, the black magic came about when the white people wanted to differentiate. We can equally mention of bad magic instead of saying black.
So black means bad.
That is what the language I'm speaking, that is what they taught us. If I were to be speaking my language, maybe Ewe or maybe any other Ghanaian language or African language, maybe I could have said it in a different way that it may not mean black.
What would you have called it in Ewe?
Black magic?
Yes.
Maybe I could have called it maybe Bogbovon. That means evil spirit.
Is it not the same bad? Bogbovon?
Bogbovon means
black
bad.
Spirit.
Bogbovon means bad.
So that's what I'm saying. So your translation also is saying black magic.
No, it's not saying black magic. I'm saying bad. Bad magic. I'm not saying
bad,
black magic.
Bad magic. Bogbovon.
Yeah.
Bad magic. Bogbovon. Black magic. Which one? Is it not saying the same thing?
They are saying the same thing, but the translation you are giving, as in where I got the black, why is it black? And I'm telling you, other terms could be used. Instead of saying black, we could have said bad magic. Are you getting me? Because somewhere, somehow, along the line, somebody wanted you and I to feel that once we are black, we are bad.
I understand, but you still translated it in your language. You did away with Obroni language and did it in your own language, and it still came back to bad. Bogbovon.
No, you see, anything that affects you. No, anything that affects you negatively is not bad.
It's bad. That's what I'm saying. The same translation.
It's not the same translation.
Okay, and let's leave that one. Who and how would somebody be born? And then we can say this person is born to do spiritual works for people.
These things cannot be mentioned on one note.
Oh, you give us a few.
Everybody have a way of coming to the realization that this is what I'm supposed to do for life instead of this. Are you getting me? Some are born as children. Maybe something can be disturbing them from time to time. If your father or your mother is a traditionalist, you happen to do consultation, and then they say, oh, this is your child, this is why this thing is disturbing him. Then maybe that child will grow up, he will be mentored, and will grow up and to become what he's supposed to be, being a spiritualist. Are you getting me? To another man, let me give you a practical example. A man told me that he had an accident. Upon having the accident, then they sent him to a spiritual home where he was treated. He broke the hand, or he actually broke the hand. Not only the hand, he was having some other issues before the accident. So they happened to do a holistic treatment for him, including the accidental this thing. It was there that he got to know that he is rather a spiritualist than maybe a businessman, because all this while he has been struggling with his business. So when the man treated him, the man willingly teach him the footsteps where he's supposed to step from point A to point B until he became a spiritual person. So all these things are not something that we can just say, oh, maybe you have to be born in a manger, or you have to be born special. It is not something that we can just say it happens at all costs in one direction. It will vary from person to person. Are you getting me?
I thought you can tell us one
particular
instance.
I've just mentioned
the one who went to, so he was born with it. So until he got an accident before you got to know.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if you are born with spiritual ability, something would have to happen to you before you know.
Not
because
necessarily
those doing the lawyers and the doctors and all that, are they born with it?
Some are born to become.
Some are
born to become lawyers. Some are born to become doctors. Others are, somebody is born to become maybe a minister in the future.
So what do they go through to become doctors and ministers? Since when you are born to be doing spiritual things, something have to happen to you before you know.
Not necessarily something happening. You see, if you are going through life and things are okay, the possibility that you are going on your blueprint while you are here, okay, is higher. But if you're supposed to do something that you are not doing, you could face life challenges. That is why somebody will go to school and read accounting, only to realize that the accounting I went and read is not what I wanted to do. Then he will go back and read law.
Your topic is going back to your roots and the need for spiritual protection. That's your topic. Please take us through.
So I was mentioning that our forefathers have a practical way of solving problems. Then, aside the practical way of solving problems, they were more of spiritual than religious, or their religion, because then religion didn't set in. Are you getting me? So, if our forefathers know that, okay, maybe if I pick this herb, and maybe I speak onto this herb, and I put it in my pocket, maybe he can walk on water. And he does. And you come back to religion and you're saying that if you put the herb in your pocket and you walk on water, it's evil. You have put spirituality aside, or you are trying to walk away from the root. Okay? You see that in every home, there is a god or a stool in every home. We've left these things, and we've rather chosen religion over these things. Most of the challenges we go through in this life are due to some of those things. For example, libation. Instead of you pouring libation and calling upon your forefathers, we've chosen a different way. If you are able to pour libation, even let's say on a regular basis, you can get the result for which we are pouring the libation, other than choosing to faith. Actually, libation is like planting a prayer and watering it to grow. So you can believe in anything or choose anything to believe. You can first water and just say a word and be pouring that water on the floor. Whether you know or not, you are actually planting a prayer, or you are saying something that will manifest as you give the water to that thought or to that words. And with other efforts, you will see them manifest. Calling upon your ancestors is just for maybe an added energy. These are the things that our forefathers knew. Are you getting me? These are the things that our forefathers knew, and they do it, and they get their result.
So, what protection do we need before doing that?
You don't need protection before.
Because that's your topic.
Yes,
going back to your root and the need for spiritual protection.
Yeah, you don't need protection before doing the prayer. It is rather the prayer that will protect you. Maybe that libation rather will protect you. Okay? Because God doesn't protect anyone. God, the creator, who made the heavens and the earth and made you and I and all other entities, doesn't protect human beings.
Okay, so last, what is the education?
The education is that people need to take practical steps to protect themselves.
Like?
Their properties and...
Like? Proper steps like?
Practical steps.
Like?
Oh. You see, have you seen this, for example, this chiller that these people put on their waist? Have you heard of chiller before? That's a practical step. Okay?
We should tie talisman and all that.
You could. I'm just giving an example.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Okay? For example, there are herbs that you can put together, charge them, and fix it on your body, on your car. There are things that you can do to protect your home. Okay? Even to make your home flourish.
So can we put all these things in our home and will not work and the home will flourish?
No.
And remove the gate
from
the house and the thing will protect the gate for robbers not to break in or what? We want to understand though.
Yes, you can do so. But I'm not saying you shouldn't put a gate. Okay? There are houses that there was a place around the Volta region. If somebody is chasing you and you run into that house, the one chasing you can never cross the boundaries into the house, though there was no gate. Okay? So practically, we could. I have done one or two things for people. There is a ritual that you do to protect land.
We understand that. You said we should protect. So I'm asking, so we will still do that thing to protect and put the gate there, go to work and take salaries to feed ourselves. But we still have to do this. That's what I'm asking?
Yeah, you still have to work.
Okay.
The protection you are doing or the prayer you are doing will not bring you money.
Okay, it doesn't bring money.
It will not bring you money.
So what is it protecting then? Because a poor person, armed robbers don't have time for them. So if that thing cannot bring money, what is it protecting?
Okay. Assuming you are a driver, and you protect your life, and the car crash, and then you are not hurt. Are you not protected?
Okay. So it's about,
assuming maybe you are a motor rider, and you are riding without protection, without spiritual protection, and the motor crash, and your leg break, that your broken leg.
So it's about accidents and all that. I understand.
It's about accidents and the spiritual attacks.
Spiritual attacks from who?
From people who wish you bad.
Why is African spirituality debia is about obi wish you obi bad? Why is African spirituality like that? Debi obi wish you obi bad. I mean, I want money. It cannot give me money. I want money to pay e-levy off.
Okay.
Now it won't give me that money.
If you don't protect your business, you don't protect your house, you don't protect yourself, and you assuming you involve in an accident.
Where will I get the business from before that thing come and protect? You cannot give business. Now you are protecting what? Has anything protected somebody in this life away and would die forever and ever? We all have ways. What's the point?
I'm not talking about how life will end. I'm talking about protection as you are living here.
Because of attacks.
No matter what you do, your life will end.
Yes.
How your life will end. If that is how you come. That is how my life will end.
Maybe it will end like that.
It will end like that. Yet when somebody throw you an evil energy, maybe to take your life.
So that's the question. Why do we blacks always throw evil energy?
It is not only blacks that throws evil.
Okay, we are talking about us. Should we talk about them?
No,
we are talking about us. You are my brother.
No. You are saying that why should we?
We are talking about ourselves.
So I'm coming to tell you.
Because the topic is going back to your root.
Yes.
And the need.
You mentioned a point. Let me clarify.
My root is me as an African. My root is never Europe.
Yes.
So me, I'm talking about my own, my brother.
So you don't say, if you are talking about your own, then you don't say, why do we blacks think this and say that?
That is my own, no.
So I'm telling you something. I'm telling you that I know someone who was working in the company with a white guy. Then the guy is the next to the superior. And there was one white guy that is at the lower rank. When the white guy realized that their boss, who is their superior, is about to leave, and they'll probably promote this guy, the black guy, to the next level. Do you know what he started doing to the guy? The guy types, he will do the typing, do everything correctly. When he submits it, the boss will see mistake in it. He will read through, proofread it, and then submit it. They will see mistake in it. Then he said, okay. When he started complaining that, what is happening? The white guy who is manipulating him told him that, Abi, your eyes are not good. Then the guy said, oh, my eyes are not good, how? Then they all laugh over it. Then the way the thing was, the thing continued, and every day it is happening. Then the guy went for spiritual consultation. Then they told him that he is working with a person who told him that his eyes are not correct. That is the guy manipulating him. So that upon these mistakes that he's been doing, he will not be promoted to the next level where he's supposed to be promoted. So we are not only people doing the black magic thing we are talking about.
I never even said that the Europeans don't do witchcraft and the rest. I never said that. The question I'm asking is for my own. That's what I'm saying. That why do we throw that thing? We. Do you get me? I'm not saying they don't do bad things. No, they are not. I mean, they are also human beings. But I'm talking about my own. And I'm asking, sir, why do we always throw this
it's out of jealousy people? And enviness.
Are African people good people?
Everywhere you go, you find good and bad people.
I'm talking about us.
And I'm saying that Everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Even
where?
in Africa. Everywhere you go on the African land, you will find both good and bad people.
Exactly my point. I'm not even saying say it's only Africa that has good bad people.
Okay.
I'm asking you whether we are good people. I said we. I'm not even discussing anybody.
To some extent, we have our own. One human being can be good and can be bad at the same time. If you meet me on the way and I ask you for pure water and you buy it for me, have you not done good? When the next person fool around, you slap him, have you not done evil?
I understand.
Yeah.
So we should go back and do these things to protect ourselves from accidents and all that. Is that what you are saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So our ancestors were using these things to protect themselves.
Exactly.
And we have left it.
We have left it.
So was it working for our ancestors?
It was working for them.
So when slave trade came and they captured them, where were the protection? You couldn't protect them.
That is a good question. Let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit does not take on the assignment that they are not being given. Yes. If you plant a protection in your house, that's supposed to protect your house from thieves and death. It is actually not for slavery. Okay? It is actually not for somebody buying your brain. Because there is a psychological part of human being. Are you getting me? That was where the people work on before getting us. They were telling us these things are not good. Though you knew it was good, but because they are giving you a better option, which is only an imaginary something, which is not even real. Are you getting me? That is what, over the time when our forefathers were listening to some of these things, the picture they were painting to them, as at that time, they think, oh, this thing could be real. It is today that maybe you and I or other people will come to the realization that this thing is fake. Assuming you live in Kumasi and I live in Accra, and I've not been in Kumasi before, and you are telling me that in Kumasi, if you go there, you can only find gold on the floor. There is gold on the floor everywhere you pass. You can just pick them, sell them, and become rich. And I've not been to Kumasi before. As you keep repeating this thing, even if I doubt, it will become truth to me, and I will accept that. I will only travel to Kumasi to realize that what you told me is a lie.
Oh, so that was their case.
That was how. Well, that is what happened to our forefathers.
They didn't force. They didn't do. They were just telling them where they are going was good. That was what happened.
You see. Please,
oh, okay.
let me come in. You see, we are talking about the religion side of it. I'm actually explaining the religion side of it.
How I'm talking about the topic.
Yes, I'm coming.
Protection.
I'm coming. We were talking about what I've just explained is about the religion side of it.
Okay.
When they are telling you that the bigger God will protect you, meanwhile the bigger God doesn't protect anyone. Assuming I take gun and I want to shoot you, will God hold my hand? Will God tell me, my brother, stop that thing you want to do? I love this girl so much. Don't kill him. Won't I shoot you? Or you want us to put it to practice? When I will get some knife right now and give it to you, can we put it to practice whether God will protect you?
And
God doesn't
would I stab you or you?
No, I will give it to you because maybe you think God protects you and protects everybody.
Am I preaching God to you here?
Okay, thank you very much. That's just
you are explaining your topic, why our ancestors have this, and I'm asking you why they captured them, and you are explaining the Christian side.
Okay.
So tell us which part. They captured them, killed some of them, buried some of them alive, and you are saying we should go back for this. They have this, and you couldn't do
let me.
So explain to me.
Let me also tell you something.
Nah.
The place formerly called Togo, couldn't undergo slavery.
Huh?
Yes.
Who told you this?
The place formerly called Togo couldn't undergo slavery. That is why you don't go to America and find West who are black Americans. They are not much. The only time they were able to take our forefathers was when they went to one town called Anyangwi. Yes, Anyangwi. They went to one town in the now called Volta region, now called Anyangwi in the Volta region. Now called Volta region in Anyangwi is now in the Volta region. Those days, that place all was Togo. They went there and they told our forefathers that they should come and play drums in the ship for them on the sea. When our forefathers was playing the drum and drumming and dancing, there was a light like this kind in the ship. So when the night was coming, our forefathers didn't know that this ship, because it's too huge, it is moving slowly or at a certain speed that they are not even aware. Then they took them. When they realized that we've been playing this drum since late morning, till now. By now, night should come, so we have to go to our houses. When they came through the windows and the doors, only to realize that they are in the middle of the sea where they cannot even find their houses.
Hell.
Are you getting me? Because those days, the Togo side, which is the Volta side or the Togo side of, including Benin, you won't dare. Are you getting me?
So when they realize that night has catch, with their talisman and everything on the ship, what happened? They drove them away, or the talisman saved them? He couldn't save them.
Oh, those of them.
So what's the point?
You see, just like, I don't know whether you are challenging me or you are asking me questions. No. I'm talking. So you see, if you have a protection to vanish, you will vanish. Okay, not the protection. If you have the power to vanish, you will vanish. If you have the power maybe to so that if you are drawn, you may not get drawn and die. That is what you have. So those of them who have the power to vanish as at that time, vanish and then left the people, those who doesn't have the power over there. Are you getting me?
Me, I don't want to ask any question that you say me.
No.
Because right now you are telling us that from Togo to Benin, or they were that place all was Togo, and they didn't capture any people.
Benin was its own, but Togo. Then
but
there was
looking
no
at
region.
Wedao, from Togo to Wedao, the Kosi Dahome. I particularly have done episodes from there to everybody, the whole world to watch.
You see
how slavery took place there.
Please. There was a point when the people will come and tell you that maybe they want to trade with you, or they will come and show you pictures of those slaves that they captured, that they are smiling, those concert men. They will bring their pictures to come and show you. I'm talking about when force was being applied. You won't dare to capture anybody.
Okay, so when if somebody come with a fake life, the juju will not do anything.
If you don't do consultation, assuming right now you want to go out, and you have a way of doing consultation, and you don't do it and you go out, how will you know there's something on the road?
Okay, you brought socks, egg, and salt. What are we doing? Are we shooting with it, or we are doing juju with it?
Okay.
What are we doing? Why is it here?
Yeah, I want to teach something.
Go ahead.
So this has to do with on one show I actually spoke about energy, and everything that is in this world is in energy. All that we don't see, every energy have a vibration level that it vibrates. Those that vibrate so fast you cannot see them. Those that vibrate slowly at the vibration level of the eye, you see them. So I just want to teach that, assuming you have a stomach ache, then you have some bad energy that is running around that place, or in your tummy, at your navel, or wherever, maybe at your sacrum chakra. So how you can neutralize that energy, instead of going to buy the orthodox medicine or any other, you can just use the salt to neutralize that energy, and then your stomach ache will stop. So you just fetch very small amount, not too small. You fetch about, if it is the pure water you are using, you just put in the cup small amount of salt, then you add about 250 ml water, or even if it is not up to 250 ml, it should just be more than 150 ml, something of this quantity. If you have a spoon, you stir. If you don't have a spoon, you shake it. When the salt dissolves, you drink it. Within few minutes, your stomach ache have to go. If it doesn't go, that means you are having more serious issue than the energy that the salt can neutralize. Then you need more serious attention to your problem.
You need more than salt.
Yes, you need more than salt and water for your problem, because it should go within, in less than 5 minutes, it should be okay.
Okay.
So this one, everybody, it's dissolved in it, and I can choose to drink it or just put it down, just for the sake of the teaching. And then this one, this egg, I would prefer the person, those who do this thing, use the local egg. But if you don't get it, you can just use the poultry farm egg with the socks. If you get a socks that you are using or has been used before, that will be fine because there's a lot of energy in that socks than the new one. And if you get the local egg, it will pick up energy faster than the poultry farm or the...
Any reason?
Any reason for...
Any reason why the local egg will pick energy faster than the...
This is a GMO. And that one is more natural. So, if you give birth, if you are the type that if you give birth to children, when they are toothing, when their tooth is coming, they feel feverish, become weak, the pain is so severe. If you don't want that thing to happen to your child, when your child is about to start toothing or that, then you just get your used salt, one of your used salt, you put the egg in it. You just put the egg in it and hang this at your door, at the door, any side of the door. It could be at the top of the door. Just find a way to hang it there. The child will tooth with ease, without any pain. This is a secret thing that I just want to relieve it. Because these things, some of the things they work on their own, and some of them too, they need to be charged. If you know how to charge spiritual things, you can charge it. Maybe if a person know how to do Reiki, the person can equally charge you to the Reiki with few words, then you hang it. That one, it will pick the energy very fast. Immediately to start working.
Okay, so free teachings, free if we are here do. And it was Obani Sudney say, by a Colabia, and say, ba, none and why she, none ye mushi. Now we ain't all the socks and a saying, why. Some of your twins are on for 2 and I want.
Oh, only one.
Only one.
Yes.
Tis a compound house, no more the Bakutale compound gate in Anua will be about who feel be to do.
No, it is for the room.
It's for a room.
Yes.
And a genuine room. No. Okay, so your topic was going back to your root and the need for spiritual protection. So for everything you have, what try and then fani na boom in 5 minutes. Fancy say no be the channel no atoha. And opeso ohuni a wokan nti summarize ni na obi ode to asese bete ase from beginning till here in 5 minutes. Now we are do social media handles ne wo we na wo dey chat wo. So
okay. First of all, I would like to say that if you happen to watch my previous video with other media houses where the interviewer was mentioning me to be a prophet, I am not a prophet. I'm a spiritualist. I put all kind of spirituality together for my work. If I think this is what will work for you better, I put it into practice. Or probably I activate that for you. I experiment that for you. So I am not a prophet as in prophet. Yet I pray. I read the Bible. If I get the Quran, I read it. If I, whatever means, I pour libation. I do angelic invocation. So don't misunderstand me. I call the gods of my forefathers. I pray to them. I have not mounted a gauze as the way they do it because it is not really necessary.
So where do you belong? Right now, where do you belong?
I did not to belong to anything. I belong to all.
Okay.
Yes.
You made us brought the blackboard.
Yes.
You didn't write anything.
I didn't forget. On the blackboard, I just want to put a graph on how we have missed the road. So it goes like a graph. When this is the journey of our forefathers. When in life we put effort, so our efforts, then this is how spiritual support goes. So spiritual support. And then we have another graph. Then we have our effort. Then we have without spiritual. This is how it looks like, that our forefathers, with their effort and spiritual support, they move like this. Actually, life doesn't go on a straight line. So in life, you may come down and move up and down. Then without the spiritual support, we took it from where they ended it. Then we came down, and this is the cause of our multitude of problems that we are going through, because we don't really have a spiritual support. I'm not talking about having faith. I'm talking about practical things that can actually support you spiritually, so that you can move on in life. Okay. Auntie Grace spoke about spiritual protection. Why not something that brings money? Spiritual protection can help you save money. Because when somebody juju you right now, you are in the house suffering for 1 year, you won't be able to work. All that you save will go into it. I was talking to one woman in not too close to my area, but around somewhere in Sawom the last time. He said she had been sick for over 3 years. And the monies that she have and the people's money that was with her in the form of credit for goods that she took from people, all is gone. She's indebted. She was having shop in Accra Township. Now she's residing in a small container in the village. Assuming she have a spiritual protection, all those monies wouldn't have gone that way. So you have to protect your health. Actually, spiritual protection, if you are protecting your body, your physical body, or spiritually, you are protecting yourself as a person, then your life is also protected.
Okay, your summary, your time is almost, so you summarize it like I said, and then you add your social media handles, your last advice to the public.
So it's not about protecting only your life and protecting your family, it's not about protecting your life, your family, and then your properties. There are things that you can do so that your house can be a place of wealth. Your house will be places that even when people come to rent it, they will flourish in life. Because there are even houses that you go and rent there, you will start draining. You will start going backward. Financially, you realize that you will start struggling. These are the reasons why you need to protect yourself, so that everywhere you go, your life can actually flourish. Then where you have a property, instead of you to go and take something that will be pulling people's money to you, you can do something that will make you yourself flourish and those in the house flourish positively. These are the things I preach, and these are the things I do for people.
Okay. Your social media handles.
So on YouTube, you can find us Golden Eagle Spiritual and Golden Eagle Spirituals. Then on Facebook, Golden Eagle Spirituals and Herbal Mysteries. If you call to ask me about the things I've teach, I think the things are simple enough for you to understand. So don't call me only to ask me questions about what I've teach. Just listen to the video very well, and then you do it. It will work.
Abusia, so Golden Eagle Spiritual and Herbal Center. You can hit them on Facebook and ask your questions. We keep learning. Knowledge is so. And to me, sit in one place or will be. Then we get a beautiful material near their liberty. So thank you so much for coming. We do appreciate you. Welcome. Thank you so much for watching your biggest, your largest, and your greatest. Shalom. Peace.